One of the greatest misconceptions of first-time homebuyers is that there are first-time homebuyer mortgages. There are not first-time homebuyer mortgages. So why do a lot of first-time homebuyers believe this? And a lot of times they think FHA mortgages are specifically for first-time homebuyers. Let's discuss and help you understand what mortgage as a first-time homebuyer is best for you. I'm Shaheedah Hill, getting you over the hill to home ownership and helping you confidently buy your first home. One of the biggest reasons that people think FHA mortgages are for first-time homebuyers is because they have a low down payment. And a lot of second-time homebuyers have the equity or the money that they made from their first home sale, and they're able to put down more money. They're able to put down 20%, 10% or more, and generally speaking, they may lean toward conventional loans. But a lot of first-time home buyers can also benefit from a conventional loan. So I never want you to think as a first-time home buyer that you have to do FHA. You should be very open to all of the mortgage types. You should be open to FHA, USDA, and VA loans if you qualify. And I've done videos about all of these loans and some of the details, and I'll link it below. But today I just want to make sure you understand that FHA is not for first-time home buyers, and some of the other options that are also low down payment mortgages that might work better for you. So FHA loans are 3.5% down. But did you know that conventional loans also have a mortgage that is 3% down, so 0.5% less than FHA loans? So a lot of first-time home buyers need to look into what they call Home Ready and Home Possible. It is a conventional loan option that is basically to compete with FHA. So as a first-time home buyer, it's not that these are specifically for you, because anybody can do an FHA loan as long as they don't currently own a home or they plan to own or occupy that residence. What is true about FHA loans, USDA loans, and conventional loans, that the Home Ready and Home Possible, they're specifically not first-time home buyers, but for people that don't currently own a home and plan to own or occupy, meaning they are going to live in the property. They don't want these types of loans for investors to take advantage of these low down payments. They want it for people that are planning on living in the property for at least 1 year. So with FHA loans, like I said, you have a 3.5% down payment, but you also have conventional, that the Home Ready or Home Possible, that have down payment amounts as low as 3%. And then you also can find conventional loans with no money down, and you can have conventional loans with as low as 5% down payment as well. So you do have a lot of options, but again, there's no benefit for you being a first-time home buyer. The only thing they're going to ask you is, do you plan to owner occupy this house? And I have a whole video about owner occupancy and how they're going to know if you're going to live in that house. So please watch that video next. Here are a few other reasons that FHA loans are thought of as first-time homebuyer mortgages. FHA loans usually allow you to have a little bit lower credit score than conventional loans. You can buy a home with an FHA loan with a credit score as low as 580, depending on your lender. And if you're putting at least 10% down, some lenders will allow you to have a credit score as low as 500. And your debt to income ratio can be between 43% and 50%, depending on your lender. So they're a little bit more lenient in a lot of cases for FHA loans. Again, although you don't have to be a first-time home buyer, because a lot of first-time home buyers don't have as many assets, typically they're younger, they don't have as much money saved, then this kind of loan is usually attractive to them. But again, I want you to keep your options open. You can do a conventional, you can do USDA, which USDA is no money down as well, depending on where you're going to live. So I'm going to have all of those videos, a USDA video, a conventional no money down video, a conventional Home Ready, Home Possible video, and of course just FHA. So I want, again, keep your option open. There's a lot of different incentives that they have made to make FHA loans a little bit more affordable. So even if you qualify, you're putting more money down. If you qualify for conventional, you still want to meet with your lender and ask them to let me see how this looks if I was to do an FHA loan and put less money down. So again, when you are getting pre-approved, I want you to keep all options open as a first-time home buyer. There's no such thing as a first-time home buyer loan. Now, there is a such thing as down payment assistance. And when you're doing down payment assistance, I find many of the down payment assistance are associated with FHA loans. For whatever reason, you'll sometimes find some of your state programs, most of them follow like FHA guidelines or require you sometimes to do an FHA loan. But so if you're using some kind of down payment assistance, which FHA does not provide, FHA mortgages on their own do not provide any kind of down payment assistance. But some of your state and other down payment assistance programs may be associated with FHA loans. So just be mindful of that, but there's no incentive as a first-time home buyer to use FHA, conventional, any loan. Just as long as you're owner occupying the residence, anybody that qualifies can do an FHA loan. I just want to make sure that was clear because a lot of people, I think, have assumed that. I see things in comments about FHA being for first-time home buyers. If you have any questions, please put it in the comments and I'll be happy to answer.